Okay, girls, so this lesson is about the 3 electrical pieces of equipment that we're going to be using with the body massage. We need to demonstrate all of them. So we'll start with the UV lamp. The UV lamp is positioned on your trolley. It must be very stable, so check the clamp is nice and tight. You are going to need to cleanse the area before you do this treatment. So you will need a bowl and some sponges, and you'll need a type of wash that you can use, which is kind to the skin, something that isn't perfumed preferably, and you're going to then cleanse. Now this part of the treatment would come in as soon as you turn your client. So you're doing the whole front of body, including face and scalp if that's part of the treatment. And then when you turn your client, you would cleanse their back, if it's the back that the lamp is going on, and it normally is. Occasionally a client may want legs done or areas of concern, but normally it would be the back. You would cleanse the back, make sure it's blotted completely dry, but you do not put any oil on. Don't put oil on the client's back, because obviously the UV lamp will then burn through the oil and the oil will react to the heat, and you could have some serious problems. So once you've blotted the back completely dry, you would then use the lamp. So the lamp is on the back, normally whilst you're doing the back of legs. So the lamp is doing its job while you're massaging the back of legs. Now you can do G5 on the back of legs while the lamp is working, or you could just do your normal body massage on the back of legs while the lamp is working. However, you must make sure that the client keeps in contact with you about the heat and whether they're comfortable, and you must keep glancing at the back to make sure that no heat areas are appearing with that will be with excess erythema, very excessive erythema, and the client must feel totally confident and comfortable to tell you that it is uncomfortable. So once you have cleansed the back and blotted that, you're going to position your lamp. Now you must position your lamp so that if it falls, if one of the elbows on the stand drops or becomes loose and the lamp starts to fall, the lamp will fall down onto a bed or onto the floor, but definitely not onto your client. So the positioning of the lamp is very much going to be like this, so from the side. Now be careful here, because you don't want to create more heat on one side than the other. So it must be positioned so that you can see the nice even red light over both sides of the back, unless the client wants you to concentrate on the centre. Now, depending on your client will depend on, and their skin, will depend on how far back this lamp is. So obviously the further back the lamp goes, the more area of the back you're going to cover, because it has a wider effect on the back being further back. Now obviously if you bring your lamp very close, you're going to get a much smaller area of concentration on your client's back, but it's going to be much hotter. So you must make sure that your client isn't burning, and if they do have sensitive skin or skin that's quite freckled and maybe red hair tones, you know that they're normally the sensitive clients, and you would have that lamp much further back. So once the lamp is in position, you will turn it on. Now it's plugged in the wall, so obviously the switch is down. You have a separate dial here, and the dial turns on and off. So what we have here is the on and off, and that will turn your lamp on. Then you've got your intensity switch, which is this one here, and you would turn that up and down depending on, once again, the intensity that you want the lamp to be on. If you know the lamp is not going to be on your client for very long, you might want it a little bit higher. If you know that you want the lamp to be on there for quite a while because you're doing quite a lot of treatment on the back of legs, then you would have that lamp turned much more down so that the lamp isn't so intense. Now, with this lamp, you have got to be very, very careful that you don't touch it or the client doesn't touch it, because it's going to get very hot. So to take this lamp away, you would need to cover it before moving it. So the very first thing you do is you turn your lamp off. You would then cover the whole head of the lamp with a hand towel. So the whole thing is covered. It cannot burn anyone. Once it is covered with a towel, the last thing you would do is then move the lamp completely down and out of the way. Now the towel will stay on that, but you don't want any of your colleagues, any of your customers, your client or yourself touching that lamp until it's cooled down. So that's what you would do until it's cooled down. So that would have the towel on the whole time.